My name is Nico, and this is my Tesla Model X. I saw a documentary on electric vehicles when I was in junior high. Fast forward, graduate from college, applied to Tesla. Fast forward again, 4 years later, I quit Tesla. I absolutely loved working for Tesla. I was 21 years old. That gave me a lot of power and responsibility, and I ate it up. I was hungry and I killed it and totally grew my career in the company. The Sprinter idea really came about because I loved the idea of no overhead and combining your mortgage or rent with your car payment. Months go by, and a colleague of mine made me privy to this little program that was going on. I have to get my hands on this car. I don't care what it takes. I could live in this. I reworked the entire idea, what it would be to live in a car, what it would be to live in a Tesla. My biggest concern was not being able to stand up. I made that a requirement when I was first thinking about living in a car. But the beautiful thing is these doors make it feel like I can stand up and still be inside of my domicile. So this is a Tesla Model X 75 kilowatt hour battery, dual motor all-wheel drive. So you've got two motors, one in the front, one in the rear. This can go 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. Wheels are 22-inch black Onyx low profile Pirelli tires. Not the most ideal for going off-roading, but I've done some serious driving over rocks, like boulder type of rocks, and I've made it out. All Model X's come equipped with air suspension as well, so I can raise and lower my car, which is extremely useful when going through terrain that is less than ideal. It does have a front trunk. This is where I store all of my kitchenware. You've got a pressurized shower container that you just hook up to any water faucet, and it retains the pressure that is put into this container. It's amazing. So I use it for dishes mainly, but if I'm in a bind, I can use it for a shower as well. This is an ice bag. I had the hard shell one first, but I realized that when living in such a small place, you want as many things that are malleable, that can be kind of folded and crunched instead of something that's stiff, because it's just such a waste of space if you're not utilizing it all the time. We'll move on to the driver's door, and the amazing thing about this car, everything is automated. So it really takes away the feeling that I'm living in a car. You push this button and it welcomes me in. It's my own little chauffeur. So we can start at the door panel, just the necessities, water bottle, foot stuff, just to make sure I keep my car from not smelling bad as much as possible, because that's something I learned as well. Small spaces and BO don't really go along very well. The black Alcantara, which is just the entire ceiling is covered with it. It makes it so warm and cozy. And the touchscreen, it's a 15-inch touchscreen, and this has basically the control center of this car. Navigation, it has internet, but I don't use it. I have unlimited data on my phone. Dash cluster here, they're taking away on the new models, and I love it so much. It's just very helpful. We have some compartments everywhere, but of course, I have done my absolute best to maximize all of the little cubbies that exist. You have the door panels here, like I said, necessities. You might be wondering what this aluminum foil is for. And no, it's not for cooking. This is how I lock myself into my car at night. My keys are actually a Bluetooth signal to the car. So when I get up to the car knows that the key is around, so it unlocks it for me. But when I'm inside and I have my keys, the car stays unlocked. I actually had someone try to break into my car once, and that was shortly after I actually figured out how to lock my car. So you wrap the keys with the aluminum foil. This car is equipped with autopilot, and it makes driving so much easier because I'm not even driving. So I just get to sit back, relax, and enjoy the view most of the time. Enough of the instruments and driving. We'll move on to a bit more of the cubbies. The center console Obviously right here it is gets very scratched up and dirty, but this is another essentials. Floss, snacks, deodorant, sanitizer, and peanut butter. Just a jar of peanut butter constantly be munching on. So this is just the snack center, as I like to call it. And then we have a candle, because my Lyft passengers and any dates that I go on appreciate me making the car not smell like me. So pro tip, get a candle in your car if you're living in it. Now to my bed. It's not too crazy. I actually just dealt with a Tempur-Pedic topper for the first 6 months, but realized that my hip, since I'm a side sleeper, was just jamming into the bottom flooring of the back trunk. I added another mattress pad, so I'm doubled up here, doubled up, and these second row seats actually fold up, so I have a full second row with 3 seats. I like to keep that seat up so I can kind of get changed or just sit down, put my laptop here, and get some work done as well. So office space and the bedroom space. You store a few things down below in little cubbies, just total miscellaneous stuff, from pee bottle to the clothes to random equipment. I don't like anything on top of here. And the reason being is when I am Lyft driving, people need to put their luggage in my trunk. So I can't have it completely full. I take people to the airport, so it needs to be relatively spacious. So I just fold my mattress up, tri-fold it up, and here is what is underneath. I have a yoga mat for when I'm cooking and when I'm on rocks. I have a grill, I have a mechanical keyboard, a chessboard, my lederhosen from Oktoberfest, my charging cables. I can actually plug into a normal 110 volt outlet, which means I could plug into anything. It doesn't charge the car very fast, but that is a last resort if I'm absolutely stuck. You may be wondering why I have a taser right here. Well, this is my home protection device. So when I'm sleeping, if I am starting to get a little uncomfortable, if someone's coming up to my car, it's happened one time before where someone tried to break into my car while I was sleeping in it. Luckily, I had my taser at the time, so I was ready for anything. And the other cubby over here, can't forget the bear that I've had since I was born. There's actually an image of me and the bear is bigger than me. So it's come a long way, and it's, I had to hold on to that. People always ask me, where do you sleep? I sleep in very rich neighborhoods. Tesla superchargers are what make this practical. For me, I have unlimited free supercharging that's been grandfathered in. I Lyft drive for money. I don't have to pay for gas. I don't have any overhead when it comes to moving people around. And not working a 9-to-5 allows you to kind of dabble in these interests and really bulk up your character and your being better, because the 9-to-5, it just drains you. What do you do when you get home from a 9-to-5? You don't want to do anything. You want to sit down, go on the computer, watch TV, do a lot of mindless things. But I knew that if I didn't get out of the 9-to-5, if I didn't get out of a very comfortable place, then I wouldn't be able to push myself forward. You have to go through, is it actually worth it for you? What do you want to be doing in your life? Can you get by doing it? It's gonna reveal itself to you. It may not be a Sprinter van, it may not be an RV, it may not be an electric vehicle, but it could be something. Be open to what could come your way and what opportunities. This seriously fell in my lap and I couldn't pass it up, and it was everything that I tried to live by. So I would just say to try to live by who you are.